Here is a look at your gap and go trades for the week of August 10th through the 14th. I will go over price targets, have a gap recap from August 3rd through the 7th, and update the chart as well. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. First up is Rivn. We ended the week at $16, up 4.03%. Now, this is where we are. To the north side takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at roughly 1625. Above that, 1645, and at 4 standard deviations and down the road, we're looking at $16.67. To the south side, because there's always a south side, that will take us to roughly $15.82. Now, below that will take us to -2 standard deviations and one level of support and a potential buy-in area, as well as a potential stop-loss area. All these lines are from previous middle of the week lines that I have drawn out. Now, below that, 15.19, and for a bigger discount, for a buy-in potentially, $14.97. Also a potential stop-loss area. Depends on when you bought in and what you're trying to do. Now, by the end of the week, our outer band could take us to 1701, and this white line is a line I marked out for a previous price target according to the analysts, and that has shifted. It is now $18.88, which represents another 17.97% from where we are. Speaking of where we are here, last week we were here, so it's nice to see we are in an upward channel. And what happened here? You can see price, this is where we are pretty much landing, and price has to slice through that to get to the upside or to the downside. But from down here, this turns into resistance. We broke through, hit this line, fell back down. This is support. We bounced off, fell down, bounced off of this line that I drew. And here's a potential buy in area. Now we have a gap that will take us down to 1548 for a pullback. These lines don't always hit, but it's close enough. This is just a range and your clear sell signal. Now we have a gap that will take us eventually to 2001. Ignore all those lines. The purple lines are from 2025 and the yellow lines are from 2024. Let's just extend this. Now the next one is NEO. This is NEO on the 5-minute time frame. We are at $4.74. Last week NEO was at number 1, and now we've flipped flop spaces here. 478, 486, and roughly 493 for resistance, potential take profit area. To the south side, that will be 464. Below that, 449, 442, and roughly 435. Now this line is very close to what I just marked out, and this line I drew, oh my goodness, wow. When did I draw it? Oh, right here for the week of, well, I have to go to a different time frame. Monday, January 12th. I will just delete that. All right, by the end of the week, if we continue going down, the outer band could take us to 421, 428, and 435. Now we have a gap that will take us down to 450. This gap opened up and is in play. This gap will take us to roughly 497-ish. Oh wait, 97 or 89? Oh, 89. I think this gap will close out this week for a pullback. And what else do we have? I think that is it for NEO. In a downward channel, unfortunately, but the 1-year price target is 718, which represents another 51% from where we are. But we have definitely bled out. This is Tsly. I bought some here, went down. Of course, that happens to me all the time, but when you play the long game, it does tend to rebound. This is why you have to set a stop loss. If you can't stomach it, or you have a small account, you have to be very careful. All right, here we go. This is Tsly on the 5. 21.55 is where we ended. Up 1.03%. One level of resistance takes us to 21.70. Take profit, 21.84, and then down the road, 21.98. The middle of the trend is now 21.43. 21.15, potential buy-in area, potential stop loss area, 21.02, and then for another pullback, 20.89. So last week we were here, and now we're at 21.55. But for the high, from here to about there, takes us to a 4% return. That's not too bad. If you watch out for gap plays, I love them. Oops. Let's mark that in blue because that's my color coding for 2026. All right, this is Boeing. We ended the week at 234.42, up 0.96%. Resistance, take profit, 236.64, 238.68. Down the road, 240.82. The middle of the trend is here, very close to this line I've already drawn out. I'm not going to go back. I will just delete it. I don't need these lines. These are for you to check out. But if you mark it, you can kind of give yourself an idea of where support might be, and it will bounce off of that. Or we could grind sideways or follow this green line down. Okay, another level of support is roughly at 228.20. Below that, 226.14, 224.10. All right, what happened last week? Wow, look at that. What a massive run up. So we started here, sold off at resistance, fell down, on the way up, resistance, and now we're trying to make our way up here. We have this still in play at 216.83. From here to here is roughly 11%. Wow, very nice. Oh, let's clean this up. Oh, wait. Yeah, that is a gap that filled. So let's clean this up. That opened, or not open up, closed on Monday. So this is no longer in play. 231.58 is gone. 227.62, no longer there as well. Now, what else? Ooh, we have this. That is down the road. We are in a downward channel, but things can turn around quickly. And then we have other gaps to the south side to watch out for, landmines or pullbacks, dollar cost averaging areas to buy in at a better price possibly. Right, the outer band on the lower side Could take us back down to this area, 215.52. Moving on, this is Nike. We ended the week at 41.70, down 0.71%. Resistance takes us back to this line, 42.06. Another level of resistance, take profit, 42.47, 42.66, 42.86. This gap is still in play. To the south side, support 41.65, support 41.44, and the outer band takes us to 41.24. And this gap is no longer in play. That touched thanks to the wick on Thursday. I love those wicks. Those do help me buy in for cheaper when I set an order for a buy-in order. And I take it out to the edge, and it hits sometimes like this right here. You just never know when it'll help you get in or get out of a trade. All right, I think that is, what is this? I forgot to delete that price tag. 44.03 is gone. And then down the road, we're going to see 46.81. But not right now. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. All right, that is a look at Rivn, NIO, Tsly, Boeing, and Nike. Let me know what you're trading. I'd love to check it out. If there is something you'd like me to go over, please let me know, and have a super fantastic week.